Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Possibly the chat box was available only for a few seconds. So fastest finger first, I think people are here.
Jessica, we need to send the link to Major General Singh. Yeah. So I'll hold fort for you while you send the link. Since you're waiting again, this question is for both of you, Major General Rakesh and Major General Kochar. What do you think happens to the Agniveers? Do they become more patriotic, or does the flavor of patriotism kind of recede thanks to this 4-year program?
Yeah. Rakesh, please take it on.
Sir, thank you so much, ma'am. Just to rectify or correct you a little bit, I am Major Rakesh and
I'm
not
so
Major
sorry.
General, because
Yes, of course, absolutely.
Yeah, so
Yes.
you promoted me out of the way.
You deserve that promotion, Rakesh. You deserve it.
God willing, we will be addressing you as Major General also very soon.
So never mind.
Yes.
Thank you so much for promoting me. And I would first of all like to express my gratitude and my thanks to my seniors out here for enlightening us with the entire nitty-gritty of the program and also with the nuances of it. Well, you talked about the fervor of patriotism. So my understanding, to be very straightforward about it, is that it's as simple as that. If you take it in a very, very straightforward manner, then in the recruitment programs or the recruitment plan which was there before Agniveer, there a person was coming to join the forces or to wear the uniform with a lot of passion. It's the passion which used to drive the armed forces, and not the requirement of a job or money per se, the way it happens in the corporate world, because I've had both the experiences. So the passion and the motivation and the love which existed in the forces in the erstwhile recruitment plan program, I fear that that will get dented, for the simple reason that there's a very old saying, and it goes even very true right now, that you don't join the army, you marry the army. So when we marry a particular setup, or when we marry in life, we marry for life. We don't marry for thinking that this is going to break in next 2, 3, 4 years. So that is how this profession was owned up and was passionately followed and practiced by soldiers like me and so many others. So I feel that it's not going to be seen, for the simple reason that this is not a career or a corporate company which seek changes routinely for the want of career development, for the want of enhancing your monetary aspects or for better roles and all that. This is all about taking care of your country and your countrymen. And when you know that the system doesn't want you to really take it head on all your life, so of course it is not a very, very soothing message. It's not a very, very positive message, and it is my understanding is that there are going to be consequences of that. We have discussed all this from last 2-3 months is the time all this started, and we realized that this is not going to be a very happy scenario. the point which some of us, we're trying to make, that people are still joining, there are lakhs of applicants and all that. So we all know the scenario of the employment in our country. We all know that what has COVID done, especially for the, the lower middle class and the lower class in last 3 to 4 years. And today, the person is compelled and forced to join because the choices are not there. So that's why these large number of applicants, something is better than nothing. This is that kind of scenario. This scenario was not similar earlier because people used to say the Fauj is the best. And they would come, they will sacrifice themselves happily. I've been to such tough situations myself so many times, and we never felt as if we are being threatened or our life will be sacrificed. We were all for it with great passion, with great love, and with great responsibility towards our country and countrymen. I am very sorry to say that this is not going to be the same. I mean, the story is going to be very different now because it's very, very logical. One don't have to apply too much of science or too much of logic to this. That why would somebody like to die for a system which doesn't even allow that person to carry with that requirement and that need for more than 4 years. 4 years is what? It's peanuts in the and sir would bear with me that 4 years a recruit who's trained after a particular cycle of recruitment, 4 years that person is not even fully equipped to be called a soldier. It takes time because soldiering is not simply training through the books or in the training institute. Soldiering comes, it starts after you rub soldiers in the field and you see these certain life-threatening situations, and when you come across with those kind of circumstances where your real guts are tested, that's where the soldier starts forming up. That's the forming stage of a soldier. It doesn't happen in 2 years, 3 years, and this is something which probably the people who are in the helm of the affairs will realize once they see through it and they see the consequences of it. So I'm afraid that passion, that fervor of patriotism, you will not find in somebody who's going to be there for 3 to 4 months. That's what my take on this is. Thank you so much. We can't hear you at all.
You're mute, I think. No, can't be heard. No, you're mute.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Gaurav, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry for the interruption. Gaurav,
Not at all.
you have to admit Major General Singh, please. He's trying to log in, but he's
Yes,
unable
now,
to.
yeah, I got the message now, like right now. Before that, I did not.
Please
Yeah,
admit
he's in the
him.
meeting now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Again.
Please send a message to him that you're waiting for him, and then we can proceed. Major Rakesh, while we are waiting for him, I love this thing and I completely understand the passion, the zest, the fervor. It has always amazed me, and both of you could answer. What is it that makes you so brave? I mean, as civilians, we encounter one difficult position and we shy away. We meet one accident on the road and we shy away for a lifetime. I mean, it takes a lot of grit and courage. But with a soldier, he faces a battle like Major General S.V. Singh. He said how he's endured 2 threatening situations. But again, you're ready to go into a battle. What is that particular fervor that leads you on? I mean, do your superiors induct you in? What is that that makes a soldier so very different from a normal layman? Major Rakesh or Major General Kochar, whoever.
Sir, may I?
Yeah, Rakesh, please.
Thank you, sir. So, ma'am, this is a question which is, in fact, is the most, as they say, that it is kind of a FAQ, frequently asked question, that what makes a soldier different than a common person on the street. Well, there are a couple of things. The first thing is that we've got a very, very proud history coming from ages. So, you people would have seen that, that movie, which I don't see much of movies, but of course, that the movie which was there on Saragadi. Now, Saragadi happened some 300-400 years back. And there's just 21 soldiers who were there and on an isolated post, and thereafter the way they tackled and the way they faced that particular situation is just one example. There are multiple such examples. So it's a very, very I'll say that proud and a very long and a very cherished history which is there of our regiments, of our soldiers coming from ages. And so what happens is that when soldiers like me and all of us, we get through our training from the academies, we are supposed to be learning and mugging up this entire history. So suppose I go to a unit or a team, I would say, for the understanding of general common people, we go to a team or a unit whose history is coming from 300 years old. So I'm supposed to be learning verbatim all the major achievements of those 300 years, all the battlefronts, all the the entire important happenings over those 300 years. So none of the you'll see other organizations, they practice all this, and there are also reasons for all this, that why do we undergo. So the gist of this is that then the history of the entire Indian Army as such, it is summed up in 3 words. So those 3 words are Naam, Namak, Nisan. And Naam, Namak, Nisan जो है, ये 3 शब्द ऐसे हैं जिनके ऊपर पूरी भारतीय सेना चलती है, और ये हम सबको पता होता है, ये हमारे खून के अंदर बसे हुए हैं, सब आज भी बसे हुए हैं. Even if sir is not in the army, he is retired, I am also not in the army, but when we talk about नाम, नमक, निशान, तो ये जो है आज भी हमको सोल्जर ही बना के रखे हुए हैं और पूरी जिंदगी बना के रखेंगे. वी आर सोल्जर्स फॉर लाइफ. सो ये 3 शब्द हैं जो पूरी भारतीय सेना को एक कड़ी में जोड़ देते हैं. ये होगी दूसरी बात. तीसरी बात ये है कि एज सोल्जर्स वी आर